Uh, you know what? I should probably do this on like a different screen. Like, I should probably do it on this one. The chat's not in this screen though. This is difficult. Sometimes the way I have this set up is not great because there's just so much. But anyway, we're ranked 166,848. Which sounds like a lot. It is, but it's actually not that bad. We don't necessarily, I don't think you all necessarily care about the specific metrics of a stream in itself, but we can look at, I can see if I can find it. Like, these are each stream. Like, you could technically go in, let me move this a little bit. Yeah. So if I put it like this, you'll see a little bit more. You can technically, you can go in and you can view, like, the metrics of every single stream. Like, if you were somebody that was interested in tracking, like, what's the max viewers, followers, time streamed, average viewers, all of that, you could sit and, like, review my metrics whenever. But this is generally what it looks like. And then, of course, we have this little graph that shows us performance over time. We are going to look at, like, the whole year, but we're just going to slide through all this while I try and find it. This is just, I think, yeah, so this is, oh, this actually has it. This actually has it in some capacity. Um, this here, this overall graph, for the performance. Do I have the whole thing? You can't even see the whole thing. You can't even see it. Give me a second. Maybe if can I go like that? I mean, you can see more of it if I go like that. Yeah. Okay. So this actually shows from April of 2024 until current. So even if I move over here in the corner a little bit, we could see it all. We can see the whole thing. So when I scroll through here, we could see, like, you could look and see how many followers, follower gain, different games played. You could see how the averages went up at certain times and down at certain times. Um, all of that. You could see the whole roller coaster. Most stream games, we got Minecraft, Genshin, chatting, Roblox, Palia. Palia, I actually haven't streamed in a very, very long time, but it was like, that was like my early game. That was like the one that I played all the time in the beginning, like before anybody knew who I was, before I hit, like, even affiliate. I played that all the time. And Honkai Star Rail, of course. Um, and we've got, like, popular clips. We could look at all the popular clips, stuff like that, if we wanted, or anybody else could look at it too. Let me check make sure the audio's going to see if we go look at the clips. Where is it? Game audio. To Twitch tracker. Okay. Will it play it straight from here? We've already seen this one. Alright. And I'll clean this stuff up another day. Is that Spider-Man? I think that is Spider-Man up there. um, Hold on. I'm trying to adjust the window so you could actually see it in the center. There we go. So now I have it in the center, so now if I click on a different one, you'll be able to see it. So it was that one, and then this one is called Seagull Activity from one of the other. Spooderman, yeah. My pickaxe! My pickaxe! No. I remember this one. I remember this one. No. I think you made this one right here, or at least you were the reason why this one exists. Oh. My pickaxe. It wasn't even mine. This is like the 8th, 9th, or 10th, like, loner, donor pickaxe that I've gotten. Oh my god. It was scooped up just like that, and they're gone. That one was funny. That one was always funny. Seagull Activity. And then we have... These ones are all pretty short because they're all, like, little clips that y'all have made. So we could, like, watch each one. Gentle reminder to hydrate. Oh, I forgot to hydrate, actually. Hydrate was redeemed and I forgot. Ooh. No, you're kidding me. This is the first time it ever happened. You made me small and then you put me in a cage? This is the first time. And then you head pat? Umabusume, indeed. That was funny. That was the first time. This one is called Chat Said Need Carts. Oh, we're playing Repo here. Oh my god. Chat, stop. Chat. Chat, please. 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 The number of carts that you spawned in. This was, we did crowd control Repo. I remember now. We haven't done crowd control in a while. We haven't done crowd control in a while. No. I'm gonna die just because of this. Oh my god. Hello, Dead Next. Uh-oh. What am I... It's the crowd control. It was the crowd control. It was. Look at all the cards. There's like 20 cards. That's like a crazy amount of cards. They were on top of each other. I can't even move them. And we got one last one here in the popular... I mean, there's a bunch more we could look at, but this is the last one that they have listed. I don't even think that this one is anything. Talking about Night Night, are you? Oh, no. Oh, no. We can't keep doing this. I don't know what that one was. I mean, that one that got 42 views.
Hey, sorry it's been a while, but I'm able to join in stream now. I've been just busy with other stuff, but glad to be back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. What about peak crowd control? Did we did peak crowd control like one time, I think. I do enjoy a little crowd control from time to time. We just don't do it that frequently. Oh, here's the followers, right? This chart right here, this blue one. This blue one, this is the followers. So this is from the beginning of time of this channel until now. So we've got, let's see. In May 4th of 2024, I had 13 followers. Let's see. I'll try to go to a more reasonable, because sometimes it takes a long time. So I had 13 on May 4th, and then by July 13th, I had 24. October 4th, I had 45. And then I hit, October 13th is when I hit affiliate. October 20th, 56. And then even all the way, so if we go to the beginning of this year, which is what we're mostly concerned with, January 5th, I had 108 followers. So from January 5th until now, we went from 108 followers all the way up to 1,785. Just, you can see like right here, this little moment here, from February to March was a time. Hello, Drusifir. Hello. But that's what our year looked like in terms of like exposure to you all finding me. It went from a state of nobody to a state of 1,000 some people in a very, very short period of the course of the year. The peak month. Yeah. It was like most of it was in March, I think. This big section here was March. This is February was also like you could see we had a little bit of an increase, right? Between January and February. I had yet to debut this model yet. And then February 15th is when I started using this model, and then whoop, up it goes. But I think most of this actually had to do with the Minecraft server and not the model. But nonetheless. It doesn't bother you that people watch you? No. Why would it bother me? I should be sleeping, but it's alright. We're over here, we're having a good time not sleeping ourselves. But for some reason my Twitch is being really weird on my phone. I try to I keep the stream up on my phone just so I can read the chat sometimes when I have the stuff open. Like right now, I have so much stuff open that I can't actually see you all, so I'm looking for my phone. But it just froze, but it's fine. We also can look at hours watched, but you could actually see the increase between hours watched and followers is basically the same. It's not total, just because it also has to do with like streaming time. But you can see like all the hours, all the hours. The lifetime hours of the channel is 13,563. Have a good night. Good night. Good night. Is it twitching? It is twitching a little bit. It is. It is. Is that just ads? Yeah, it's just ads down there. Um, but yeah, so we can actually look at other stuff. This is just the big overview. Um, okay. I got nervous for a second. I was like, what are we verifying? This, I actually low key really like looking at this big calendar here because it shows you. Let's get that off the screen, if we can. Hold on, make it. There we go. There we go. No free advertising, right? Um, This shows you the consistency of streams of all time from the channel. So you could see it didn't record anything from like when I first started in like March. But then from April, it was a couple streams, like very infrequent. Like I streamed like maybe once or twice a week, if that. It was like very all over the place, with streams. This also May of 2024 here, actually right here is when I started my master's degree. So I started streaming at the same time, and just over the course of, you know, over the course of the week, of the month, we kept going and going. July was a rough month. The start of the community server. Yeah, the start of the community server, you could see a big increase there. You could see where I started to stream a lot more frequently. I started in September. It was like the third week of September, like right here. I was really starting to get going October. But also I know in September I started streaming every day, but it doesn't show that here because at the time, some of you might remember that I started rotating between Twitch and TikTok. So I streamed half the time on Twitch, and then I also streamed half the time on TikTok. So on Twitch, it only shows half the hours. For a certain amount of months, it only shows like half the time. Um, so that's why even in September, like I was like, yeah, I was streaming every day in September, but that's because I was doing half, I was doing double duty. I was half on each platform. And then slowly over time, more and more streams started happening on Twitch. More and more of them I started putting there. In December, I was really starting to have issues with TikTok, or I was dual streaming, and then right here January is really when I got real serious with Twitch. Real serious, where like almost every day we're here. Into February, we start seeing Minecraft show up a lot more frequently, every week. And then we get into March, and suddenly we're playing Minecraft every single day, almost every day. There's like Minecraft 3 times a week. We get the community server in here, and then into April, into May, lots of it, lots of Minecraft, lots of Minecraft. Um, and then suddenly, just kind of, I don't know. We just suddenly just played less Minecraft. I think I got burnt out a little bit. Um, Also, I started taking a couple days like off. Like clearly in the summer here, like I didn't stream on a Wednesday in July or like August. Be grinding, yeah. Now there's tons of people that have far more consistent patterns than I do. But overall, we can see the activity. Here this is like the end of December. Now, some of the stuff like we streamed in here in this. No, you know what? We didn't because this would have been last week. We did not stream that week at all. I was like, why is there a whole gap here? We didn't stream. But you can see here they're consistent. So we got Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Monday, Wednesday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. You could see. So these are actually Tuesdays in here, actually. This whole gap is Tuesday, which makes sense. Then in here, Tuesdays, Fridays. And we're over here right now. We're in this gap that doesn't exist yet. But we could also look at other categories here. Stream duration. Look at how long the streams were. Right here, this whole section in here in like May was tough. I was streaming until like 3 or 4 a.m. so many nights. Still, you're doing great as you're studying for your master's at the same time. No, it's true. It's true. That's true. I mean, you know, um, lots of people have different feelings about like there's a big difference. It's like let's put it this way, right? It's like how when you're looking at somebody else, you're like, wow, that's really great. I love that for them. And I think that they're doing really great. But then if you're doing the same exact thing, you're not thinking about it that way for yourself. Um, you're going to be a lot more critical about yourself than you are about other people. And I think that's what I do best. um so a lot of times like I look at this and I'm like, "Oh, you mean like I didn't stream all these days? Like why didn't I stream all these days? I could have been streaming. Like I could have been doing give yourself some credit. Like I could have been doing this or that or I could have been playing this game or I should have played more Minecraft or I could have done this or that or released these videos or made more shorts or, all of the things, right? It goes on and on and on. But even here, like, we could look at stream duration. Like, some of these could have been longer than they were, especially in the summer. I don't have, like, a lot of regrets, but I wish that a lot of these, I wish I was, like, less tired in the summer. There's so many that were, like, just, like, 2 hour, 3 hour streams. They could have been so much longer. Especially because, like, I didn't have class. I was only working. I could have stayed up, but it's fine. We could also look at, like, average viewers. We could see, like, the increase in viewers, too. We could see it rise and fall. Um, we can see. So this right here was that really big one with the average. Oh, the max was 52 in that one. Never mind. It wasn't that one. That one was. I remember that one was a good one though. The average was 35 viewers and the max was 52. Somewhere in here is the 71. I'm not sure exactly where, but April, like March, April, and May, we were really cooking. We were really cooking, and then suddenly, like, we hit June. Like, I remember feeling when we got to my birthday, and it was like it's like everything had stopped, come to a complete and total halt. Um, were you hibernating? Wait, do birds hibernate? Hummingbirds do not hibernate. Actually, I mean they travel, they migrate. I think some of them do anyway. Some don't. Some do. But hummingbirds actually can't hibernate. They would die if they hibernated. They actually can't sleep properly. They have to do a certain regulatory thing to sleep because they blow through their energy too quickly, even when they're sleeping, and they'll actually just die. Oh my God, it's Froshi. Hello. You came in at quite the time when I was talking about somebody was asking about not hummingbirds, birds hibernating, and I was talking about how hummingbirds can't. um, and we're also just like looking at my analytics. We were looking at our Twitch um recap, and so now we're thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Now we're just looking at like all my analytics on Twitch tracker. Potato, enjoy the lurk. Enjoy. And thank you for the hydrate and stretch again, Joker. Let me grab that now because I'm thirsty because we're yapping. We're yapping away. Damn, didn't mean it like that. Oh, potato. Well, it's kind of like it's like the more you know. I actually only learned it recently that like hummingbirds they only sleep for like a couple hours because they have to get up and eat. Let's see. So that was average viewers. The max is even less exciting. We can see this is the one with 52. Where's the one with 70? This one's with 52. I don't know where the one with 71 is. It should be a lot more clear than the other ones. 48, 37, 44, 52. Where is it? 38 max, 32. I don't know. Riveting. I find these fun facts riveting. Hours watched. This one might be important to some of you. Some of you might be interested to know. Like some of these, in one stream, there was 173 hours watched. That's because the average was 25. So that means there was 25 people on average. Tiny time with a cage. Um, and you could just do the math on like 6.9 hours, and 25 people. There you go. Same with these other ones. Fun times, fun times. And then the followers gained, we kind of already looked at that in the other graph, but you can kind of see in individual streams, right? So in this one particular stream on March 11th, I gained 36 followers. I think I remember a couple of these. Like this one, I gained 30. This one was 29. Because in some of these streams, like, I remember doing nothing but saying, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. That's like all I did all night long. That was it. That was the whole thing. Um, it was like every couple minutes there was a, you know, thank you for the follow. I had like a people basically at that time. People basically had it like recorded. I said the same thing over and over again. I say the same thing now. Like if somebody were to follow right now, I'd be like, thank you for the follow. And I'm sure you've heard that many times. Um, why is there no cage? What do you mean? There's a cage. There's a cage. Wait, I'm looking at the cage right now. I'm confused. I'm just grasping the hot chocolate and the blankie through the cage. Like I'm grabbing it with like my little with my little fingers and holding it. It's frozen. It's like a block of ice. I'm just holding it up here outside the cage. That's what this is. That's what's happening here. Um but yeah. We can see like the whole growth. We can see where like it why it took me so long. So from here, from this week here, we break in your stream again a little bit. Um, from when it first started recording here in April 17th, 2024. From then until I reached affiliate on the 13th, which is the end of this week here. That's how long it took to get to 50. Thank you for the head pad. Hello, Fire Porter. Thank you. And thank you for the daily dining chicken. So that's how long it took to get to 50. And then it took from this week here that you see until here, until January, the beginning of January, to get to 100. And then from January, which is this year that we're looking at, all the way to here, which is where we currently are, we've gotten to 1,785. Mostly in this chunk in March and April. But, that's the way that it is with streaming. It's like, it's a roller coaster. It's not like one thing. It's a whole roller coaster. If we go down this way, we could look at like individual streams. We could look at the whole list. It gives us a whole thing. Um, we could look at the games. Look at how much we've played. Like, look how many hours. How many hours? We've streamed Minecraft for 362 hours. We could also see our averages and things like that. Technically, a lot of people use this to figure out like what game they're gonna play, like what games they should be playing. I don't, just because I'm gonna play whatever I want. Um, but let me scroll that up a little bit just so you can see it. So we got Minecraft at 362 hours streamed with like you can see all your averages and stuff like that. Genshin, chatting, Roblox, Palia, Honkai Star Rail, Freepo, Wuwa, Labyrinthine, Peak, Supermarket Together, Marbles, Zenless Zone Zero, Content Warning, Play Together, Inside the Backrooms, Pokemon Leaf Green, Uma Musume, Goblin Cleanup, Headliners, Pal World, Final Fantasy 14 Online, Bergie's Cozy Kitchen. I want to play that soon. I was thinking about that recently, and I was like, I'm waiting for them to do their winter update. They might have already done it. But I think we should play that. I think we should make a couple burgers. Um, Stardew Valley, Puzzles and Chaos made the list. Infinity Nikki, Tiny Bookshop, Spirit City, Web Fishing, Marvel Rivals, Goose Goose Duck, Ship Inc., Backroom Society, Art, because a couple times we've worked on art. Yeah, Uma, yeah. Mousacre. I forgot that that one even existed. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Love in Deep Space, Fantasy Life, Light Up the Town, One Armed Cook, Pokey Rogue, Variety. I don't know what Variety is, and Lethal Company. Lots of games. Burger. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We should make some burgers. I don't think I give it permission. Yeah. I do not actually with this you have to as the streamer, you have to consent to Twitch tracker to tracking your subscriptions. I don't because that means that they're tracking some of your information and I don't think that they should have some of your information. So I have not given them permission to track the subs. There is no sub tracking here. I really like these graphs as well. This is a good one. So this is an all-time as well. This is the full all-time of the channel. Trying to make it fit like on one page. Give me a second. I'm doing it. I'm trying. Okay, so that's not gonna do it like that. Okay. And then I move it over. We can still see. We can see most of it, right? Most of this is the. I'll slide it over. Um, most of this at the bottom doesn't mean too much. We're mainly looking at this year, which is gonna be all of this. If it's up, it's good, right? Generally, we're actually kind of down right now. I will show you as soon as I move myself. I'm gonna move over here to the center so you could still see, right? But in this presentation, I wish I had like a little pointer or something like that. Um, we over here is like the Minecraft server. over this area right here with this little peak, that's the Minecraft server. And then this is current. So the followers is still up and the hours streamed is continuing to go up, right? But the the viewing, which is the actual bars, um is not. Which this should technically indicate to me that I should stream less hours, but also it's one of those things where like you just kind of keep doing it. But we can, at the very least, we can see the increase of when I got serious about it and like streamed on Twitch like every day. We can see the stark increase of like followers and stuff going up. At least for a certain period of time. We're at the point where like things are like leveling out pretty much. Um, but yeah, we can also see that with all the white space, with all the white space over here, we can see the lack of streams from September to now during the semester. Because the last couple semesters, I just kind of like pushed through and did it. But this semester I couldn't just because I have far less time this semester than I did the other ones. Um, so yeah. Oh my god. King coming in with a three stream streak. But yeah, these are like all my analytics, all my things. All the things that we can watch together. I don't necessarily know if any of you like care about the analytics. I know like there's probably somebody out there, right, that's like super into math and like, "Oh my god, I love looking at the analytics." But I know that most of you like the numbers aren't really a thing that you care about. But this in some way uh gives us a view of like how the year went. This is like where all of our peaks and valleys for the year. Ew, math. Yeah, I agree. Math isn't great all the time. Um, we could also look at the monthly stat breakdown. Anybody want to look at the monthly stat breakdown? We can actually see I mean there is lots of green, especially like right under me. I mean if I go like kind of here in the middle, well you can see that. I mean there's lots of green. The gain there's some green a little bit, kind of. There's also lots of red. It just depends what you're looking at. So this is like based off month. So at the top here, let me go over here. Actually, let me see if I can. fix this up so you can see it better. There's just no way to show you this whole thing. Like it's just huge, is what it is. Let me go like this. And the chat's in the way. The chat's in the way. Let me go like this for a second, right? So monthly stat breakdown. We go from it's just the whole year, right? January. Oh, so January 2025 is at the bottom, and then December 2025 is at the top. So you can see the average view count. Which look at this. Look how interesting the average views is. It goes 8, 9, 14, 20, 18, 15, 15, 16, 12, 13, 13, 15. That's currently what we're. That's a great reference for my data analysis. Yeah, like if any of you, for example, like right now I'm taking like a big data analytics class. If any of you take like a data analytics class, so you could take like any streamer and like analyze the data. Um, you could all you have to do is go to Twitch tracker and you could go to any streamer you want. You can look at like a big streamer, you could look at a small streamer, somebody in the middle. You could literally look at anybody you want. You could look at any of their stats, and sometimes they might even have like their subscription data as well. I don't give them permission for mine, but like some of these people do. So like you can go in and like you could just look at anybody's stuff and you could just analyze how it's going. Based off of like whether the games that they play, the time that they stream, the hours that they stream, the days that they stream. There's tons of stuff. I look at this stuff all the time. Like on a monthly basis, I sit here and look at these. Um, but yeah, we could look at how the kind of just the metrics, the percentages of like gain or sometimes the negative. And stuff doesn't go so well. Like currently in December, it's only the 3rd of December, but because we streamed Minecraft on Monday, the views are way up because we streamed Minecraft on Monday. um, because that's just the way it goes. Minecraft is always super popular here, whereas like other games not so much. There's tons of you that come for the Minecraft and not the other stuff, which is fine. That's totally fine. That's not a problem. But that just it just boosts the numbers in a short form context. We can look at the peaks, stuff like that. This one doesn't count the 71. I think what Twitch did is when they said that like the best stream, because they called it the best stream, your top stream. They said that we reached 71 viewers, but I think and I know that that's recorded in my achievements as well. We can even like look at those too. We could. But this doesn't have it I think because it was a raid. So these numbers here would be based off of no raids. These are like organic numbers, not the raids that come in or anything like that. It'd just be people that like click on this stream and stuff. I think. I think. I might be wrong. Uh, we could also look at the hours, which is fun. You could see that I went a little crazy in, let's see, January, February, March, April, and May. So that would be 103 hours, 115 hours, and 112 hours. You could see that also I'm a little bit off the rails here in December, November, and October, and September because it was 38, 55, 32, and currently 5. Meaning like super low, a lot lower than the rest of the year. But we knew that that was going to happen. We knew that that was going to be a thing anyway. And whoops, I'm moving that rather than this. I need to be moving this so you can actually see it. There's also interestingly talks about like follow count. Like if you're looking on the right hand side here, we could look at follow count, and then within the follow count, it talks about the gain. So you could see, for example, let's see, January, February. In March, there was a 440 follower gain. I remember it was like 100 followers a week. And then obviously it's gone down every single month since then. That was like a peak. That was like a rare peak that occurred from even the 76 to 440, and then 384, 176, 225, 150, 138, 47, 12, and 1. One lonely little follower in the month of December. Oh my god, cat noises. Cat noises. Um, but this is just an interesting way that like we can look at the stream over the course of the year. It's also this is the way that I generally look at the stream and stuff like that. So while like we can look at the cute little like Twitch recap, when I'm actually deciding what things to focus on and what projects to do and how to handle like trying to secure sponsorships and things like that, I look at these numbers. This is what I'm looking at. Um, I realize this looks like my professor trying to teach during online class. Yeah, I know, right? I've noticed a great silence in the chat since I started pulling this out. I think people are scared of numbers. I pulled this out and I was like, yeah, let's look at this. And suddenly, suddenly everybody's really quiet. Suddenly nobody's having fun anymore. But this is just like the work side. You know what I mean? This is the work side of the experience. We could also look at the charts this way, which is kind of pointless to some degree because you could still see the same thing at the top, but you could see like hours streamed. You could see it go up. It's the same with like concurrent viewers and also follower gain. It's just different ways to look at it. Math scary, yeah. Lots of this is just like little graphs and things. Um, It also, we could look at different little metrics down here. So, like followers to date, 1.8 thousand. Followers per hour of stream, 1.7. Total games streamed, 44 different games we played this year. Or that's total, actually. Um, Daily broadcast time is an average of 3 hours. And then hours watched daily is an average of 43. Which I don't know if I believe. I guess it's an average. It's an average of all time, I guess. Um, we can even see here, it tells me what days are more popular than others. So we can see the number of days that I stream. So I most often stream on Friday. I streamed on 55 Fridays over the course of this channel. The second most popular day would be Thursday, 52 Thursdays. The rest all kind of come in. Saturday is our least popular day at 37. But we could also see hours streamed on average. So you could see that I'm more likely to spend more time streaming on Sunday than I am to spend time streaming on Wednesday. They're mostly on Wednesday, like tonight, they're mostly a little bit shorter. And then those are also, I think that corresponds with like yapping streams because I get more tired I get tired easily during a yap stream like right now. Because I have to constantly be pushing out words, and I actually don't speak this much outside of a stream. Um, Hello, Nahina. Hello, hello. Thank you for the daily tiny check-in. Thank you, thank you. We've also got viewers on average. So this shows me um the highest like average viewers on certain days. So you all technically really like Monday because the viewer average on Monday is 14, whereas you really don't like Fridays as much, which is ironic because that's my most frequently streamed day. There's 10 viewers on average on a Friday. Maybe I should change that. Maybe I should stop streaming on Fridays. Huh? Oh, actually, I haven't been streaming on Friday recently, but maybe that's why I did that. I can't remember. I know I looked at this stuff before I picked to not stream on Tuesday and Friday. Wait, it's Wednesday? I thought it was Friday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Uh there's also like followers on average. So it tells me that like people were most likely to follow on a Thursday or a Sunday. There was 5 average followers on those days, whereas people were less likely on Friday, Wednesday, Monday, etc. Which is interesting. You'd think that like it wouldn't matter, but sometimes there is actually math behind like when people are more likely to follow on certain days at certain times because of certain events. We hate Mondays, so we skip it by watching your stream. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I actually I enjoy streaming on Monday. I think it's a good start to like the rest of my week. Time zone. Yeah. Time zones are a thing. I don't think it should be Friday for anybody right now. I don't think time zones work that far. Um but it's definitely Thursday for people. It's definitely Thursday. I mean, it's almost Thursday for me. I think, is that it on that page? Yeah, that's it on this page. We've got the clips page. We already looked at like some of them. We don't have to look at all these because most of these actually made it to do some of these still exist? Wow, wait, they got ones from my birthday in here. Wow. It records from May 28th is the first one. Future. I'm in the future. Yeah, you might be in the future. I think actually all these still exist on the channel. I think. Um, but yeah, I like looking at that sometimes. Whoops.